Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug.
Good morning. Welcome to Icon Radio. It's your girl at Miss Dorsila Ogolla, back at it again with the Afterthought. Yeah.
Adduh MC Paps. www.iconradio.co.ke is the place you can get our conversations each and every time. To go up at it, fighting, to kipiga meza. If you had our conversation last week, you know that we are lit. Sindio?
We stay lit. I mean,
that's what we do for a living. Being lit.
That's what it is. And then, we're not always fighting, Paps. I don't know why you try to make it seem like we're always fighting.
And say this is a domestic workplace.
It would be domestic if you actually talked to me, but Paps, you don't really talk to me over the week. That's just the weird thing.
We should have an agreement with you and your boyfriend.
The boyfriend understands you're my work husband.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'll cry
for
later.
this to work, then he understands. He has made room for you in our relationship. Yeah. So we are 3 people in the relationship.
So that we have a cup and a plate in your room. Yeah, I understand. So for those who want to get us on our social media platforms, that's Icon Radio KE on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And you make sure you also follow us on TikTok. Very, very important.
Yes.
If you want to see Dorsila's left feet, please. Squeeze me nimelan kudance. Me buyer.
Left feet and a lot more. Even my face. You know I'm a pretty girl.
Unadai because of her face.
You know, if the feet don't do it for you, the face is there, very beautiful. But I hope you're following this conversation every day on www.iconradio.co.ke. So many shows to get around. I mean, like, if the Afterthought is not your cup of tea, which is a discussion for another day, you could try out other shows. Money Mondays. We have the Stitch. Which other shows do we have?
Unajua nini Dorsila? Hizi stories za advertisement lazima tulipwe. Wase pia waingia tu huko hivyo cheki show. Unajua?
Yoyote
unafaa kuwatch ni Afterthought. Hizo zingine mimi sijui. Lakini nasikizanga. But sijaisikia wakini hype venye Dorsila na hype kama mtumie M-Pesa. Sawa.
But I tried.
Yeah. Topic for today.
So we are talking about, of course, mental health will always be something that is important for us on this show.
Okay.
Because mental health is generally important. Okay. And this week, some very sad happenings. Was it a DJ? You know,
yeah.
Capital FM.
Yeah.
He took his own life at the workplace. So it was very sad to see.
You know, for me, every time I'm talking about artists, artists tend to live a very fake life outside here, and maintaining that is really hard. Understand? People do not want to live according to what they earn.
Have you ever tried to maintain anything fake? Like fake shoes, fake hair, fake... Like, it doesn't last. So you can't maintain fake.
I think there's nothing fake in my life. I'm just an original Luya man from the Luya land. Yani, if you can't come through, we share. Unajua, kaa iko. Mi kama, mwana nikwambie, mi even in relationships, man. Seka tuwezi enda kibandaski kaa kuna. Wezi tuishie.
But it's true. It's true. Like,
it's
true. We might as well live a real life and deal with real issues and real challenges, because even a fake Gucci belt will not last.
Yeah.
You know.
Itakuwa ngumu.
So you can't fake your way through life. And the thing is this is what I can say. I do not care who you are, whether you're a man or woman, whether you are the president or not, whether you work here at a radio station, whether you're the most popular person, but the minute you feel the rain is constantly on you, my friend, pull back, chill, go back.
Sembe ni tamu. Mi wambia wase sembe ni fiti. Miambia mse, mtu asiku stress. Maybe be a relationship. Kani umde mtoke, enda ukule nyama mingi na ugali one vile utalala fiti.
It's true. Like,
you can't kill yourself because a woman said.
And prioritize yourself and prioritize your life. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you're doing on this planet, even this Icon Radio, whether I'm here or not, like, Icon will always be here. Imagine, do you know how many people are lined up to be seated on this seat?
A lot.
So many people. So if I live my life prioritizing every other thing, and then it's weighing down on my mental, and then I feel like if I don't show up for this work, if I don't show up for this, if I don't do this and that, apparently the world is going to end because of that, and yet I am weighing down on my mental health.
In Jamaica wanasemaga bombo clat.
It's crazy. You get. But then again, also the system is also kinda to blame, because we have created a system.
Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there.
Are we gonna fight on this one too?
No, let me stop you there, because
okay.
someone somewhere told me that, my boyfriend is messing up my self-esteem. Back up. It's called self. Say it again.
Self-esteem.
It's esteem of your MF self. He is not involved. You understand? Self-esteem.
But this is
No one cannot.
Let me tell you, don't give anyone, I agree with you on that, don't give anyone the power to affect you like that. But then again also, why would you stay with a boyfriend who is affecting your self-esteem? My friend, if my boyfriend does not make it rain on my self-esteem, he is not my boyfriend, he is not my man. I should be hearing, you're so beautiful, you have a really nice body, you're so intelligent.
But that
you're so smart.
starts from you again, as a woman.
It has to start from me.
Yes, you have to
what
feel
if you're
pretty.
with a man
You have to
who is constantly digging at you? I have actually met such a guy. He was like, you have this. Oh, stretch marks. Oh, you're fat. You need to go to the gym.
Let me help you. This is the only time. This is the only time I will side with you. God forgive me, because I'm not supposed to side with you. Here I'm supposed to be a real man. Let me tell you, if a man has a problem with your stretch marks, if a man has a problem, even if you have a kid or two,
whatever, like
that is not a fucking man. We don't have time to look for that. You come with 3 kids, I'll take you. If you good, I F the hell out of you, because you look good. You look awesome. It doesn't matter.
And it just goes the same. Even in the workspace, the thing is this. The workspace is when you have to be in a space that is healthy for you mentally. So you cannot be killing yourself at work. You cannot be literally digging at your own self. You're in a toxic space. But then again, why did I say it's the system? Because we live in a world whereby you actually have to work to put food on the table. You actually have to work to be able to be in a house. You have to work to be able to educate your kids and yourself. You have to work to literally be all those things. You get. So you unakachini imagine, so nitaacha hii job, it's a toxic place, and then niende nikae home. You get, by the time I get another job.
This is where I disagree with you.
You get. So the system has created a situation whereby we have to stay in these toxic spaces in order for us to survive.
It is not the system.
Okay.
Because I'll put this in a marriage situation. The marriage is the system. So if you allow your husband to hit you, you've allowed the system to hit you. So it's not the system, it's you. So stop blaming the system on how your life is being arranged. You can literally sit down and arrange your own life the way you want your life to be.
But perhaps that's you. There's people out here, like for example, the same moment you've spoken about marriage. Young people, I feel like Gen Zs, some millennials are allowing themselves to be in situations that they define for themselves. Sindio, there are people who are deciding, you know what, we don't have to get married, we don't have to put a ring to be able to testify to ourselves.
If you want to
the
live
world,
a shitty life, that's
no,
you.
To testify to yourself and
If
to
you
the
want to
world
live a
that you're
shitty life,
married, then we don't have to do it. We can actually live together, be partners, and build a life together. There are people, on the other hand, who feel like, I need to get a ring, I need to do this. They're living according to the system and how it has been created. Not knowing,
mama, you're not a princess. This is a real world. Understand? You need a wedding.
stay princesses. What are you
Isn't
talking
if you
about?
tumekuja kuinvent? Unajua, in the ancient time, people were joining together when you're intimate and you come live with me. We are joined together. You understand? We are sharing blood. We are intimate. That's one. We don't have to go and kill yourself and go take loans so that I can buy your wedding dress and start lying to you before even we start living together. What are you saying?
You see, the thing is this. Izo systems, as they are, they tend to define us. They have that tendency. Cultural expectations, work expectations, capitalism, affects us. It affects how we show up at work. It affects how we feel like without this work, we are worthless. Without being this, we are not able to.
And I still say
Be either women or men. I mean, like, guys, please let us know in the comment section if this conversation makes sense to you. If you feel like a lot of these spaces affect your mental health, and that's another challenge that needs to be fixed at the system level so that people can also be able to take care of themselves mentally moving forward.
www.iconradio.co.ke is the place to get this conversation. Na nimekatch lakini lazima tuende short commercial break.
Icon Radio.
Okay, we are back again, Manzega. If you've been listening to this, www.iconradio.co.ke is the place to get this conversation on our website. Make sure you put the traffic there. Enda skiza. Tukona lots of conversation, lots of shows. Tukona lots of udaku, gossip and everything that you need to know. Manze, you need to be there. Paps, MC is my name.
Thank you for introducing yourself for the 7th time.
Yes, people need to know me.
Speaking of getting to know us, we have an event at Wama Africa. Every Friday from 6 p.m. It's called Ziki. Live music from Ashley Muziki and our very own DJ Hitch. Yes. So join us this Friday, man. It's gonna be lit, and every other Friday.
Yeah, that explains why Hitch amepana dex zake amuoni hapa leo, but I know. Still, his music will be here. Yeah.
Yes, Ziki, Wama Africa, 6 p.m. till late every Friday. Wama is located at Lavington.
Yeah, kwa wale wajui. And big up Wama because we're the first people actually to do a show in Wama. And atuliwa sino wale wase.
And it's a really, really beautiful space.
Yes,
man.
a really beautiful space. And I also thank the people who came through, Akina Paddy Ubon. And Paddy also wants to come again. He feels like he did not do justice when it comes to the conversation. So he wants to come back.
That's how you know it was the afterthought, because he went home and thought, and he was like, I need to come back.
Nimwambie tena. Nice you dark work in this real life situation.
Real conversations, you know. Yeah.
And people need to understand that anyone you see here, because every time we bring a guest on set, every time we bring a kina party, people need to understand that these people also are going through the same the same problems you're going through. Yake ni kama hiyo lakini labda ni tofauti kidogo, you understand? The only difference is that maybe this person has fame, so you follow them a lot. And they don't have to show you their problems so that you see what's going on. You understand?
Because problems are those things that we always, like, we will always have problems. Issues will always be a part of our lives. Trauma will always be a part of our life. I mean, like, there's no perfection out here. So the thing is this: how do we pursue healing? How do we take care of ourselves? How do we take care of our mental? And I feel like one of the challenges that we have today, brought about by the systems, for example the patriarchal system, whereby men feel like they can't speak, men feel like they cannot talk about their issues, men feel like there's no space for them. But then again, also I want to bring out something that even us as women deal with. We don't know how to deal with a man who is vulnerable and in a moment of, I wouldn't call it weakness, but a moment of vulnerability. A moment of telling you, by the way, this is ailing me, or this is the problem, or I cannot deal with this, or I'm not able to. So as much as you'll tell him, Aki, babe, I'm so sorry, it will be better. In your mind, you're also like, what's up with this nigga? You know?
Acha niwaambie kitu moja kwanza.
So there's that as well.
Sikiza Dorsila. Kwanza kwa hii conversation sitaki kusikia mambo ya wanawake. It's men. It's about men. Achana wadem kwanza awapati nafasi kuongea hii conversation.
But Kenya najaribu ku bring out. Weskia Kenya najaribu ku bring out ni
get out the women in this out of this conversation.
What I'm trying to bring out is even you, Paps, right now. You call me, you try to talk to me about an issue that you're going through or something that you can't deal with mentally. You get one thing that I know, I will create space for you and I will listen to you. And I will do my best to be supportive and to be empathetic, right? But something that I'm also dealing with at the back of my mind is I have this expectation to always have you to be strong. You get such that when you're in a moment of weakness na kuangalia guy, sasa huu ni Paps kweli. You know.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened to because you see every man wants to be
like napenda vile umesema napenda vile umesema ati you always listen to me. To me 5k sina fuel. Tuanze hapo. You see what women do to us. Let me talk to the men out there. They say they will help us. You see, she said, "Oh, I'll be there for you."
No, I am sending no 5k to nobody.
Niaje sina ngata, nitumie 5,000. Umesikia
Man or woman?
They always do that to us. And me will not baby you because you're a fellow man like me. You understand? This is what happens. Everyone is going through. All you need to do is wake up the next day and try again. No one gives a shit about it. Let me tell you one thing. I'll tell you point blank because I am a man. I know what we go through. Stop trying to think you're the only person who has a fucking problem. I know it is hard. You talk to a fellow man who can understand. Leave all these women out of your conversations. If she cannot be able to handle your problems that you have, bro, Zidi, we have a lot of women right here who want men like you who are trying again. Go and look. The looks, everything, and sorry because of the word, but I'm gonna all the negative things that you think these women can do in your life because they will do nothing. You understand? I'm being realistic with you. Be a man. Wake up the next day. Feel bad. It is allowed to feel bad. Feel vulnerable is allowed to feel vulnerable. If you need to cry, enda ujifungie mali. Kama ni kwa moti funga. Usilie mbele ya mwanamke.
Paps, let me say this, Paps. Let me say this because I feel like it's also very important. There is that aspect of speaking. Sindio, go speak, right? But also, these men need to know that it is okay to go speak. Sindio? Because also, I want to believe... It
is not okay to speak with women because they will not listen to you.
It does not matter who you're speaking to because you should be able to normalize talking about your issues. Going, even if it's a therapist, even if it's someone elderly, go sit down with anyone who understands how to navigate the issue. You get? Fine. If you come to me, if you come to me,
run away. See you a woman with run away, bro.
If you come to me, Dorsila, and speak to me, and I do not have the avenue to help you. Like for example, someone can come to me with really heavy mental health issues.
Like right now, I don't have fuel, and I ask.
No, that's not a heavy mental health.
It's heavy mental. How am I going to go home?
Bro, listen. I just need you to focus and pay attention to what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is this: someone can come to you and give you a very heavy mental health issue, Sindio, like it's very heavy. Even for you, as someone who is not dealing with it, you don't know how to advise them. You don't know how to help them. So me as a person, I should be able to be able to seek someone out who can help them. Sindio, either myself or themselves, they can seek someone out who can help them. But I feel a lot of people don't want to just come out and say, by the way, I'm dealing with this and it's really weighing on me. It's really weighing on my psyche. Like some people will talk about it like it's constantly feeling like the rain is on your head. I speak about this passionately because my dad was depressed. And watching that was really, really tough. I couldn't even imagine what he was going through. Because my expectation as a daughter was that he would always be strong, right? So what happens when he's weak? How do I handle that? You get? What conversations? How do I speak to him in that state? You see? So there's that issue of men speaking. Sindio? And feeling like... And my dad was embarrassed to speak. He felt like it is not manly. And that is the culture that we have. And it's not about whether he's speaking to my mom or me or his sons or whatever. He couldn't speak to anyone, male or female. He couldn't bring himself to just open up. You get? So for me, when I look at that, I'm like, man, ooh. Then something needs to change. Something needs to adjust.
It's bad.
You get? Like, even for us, even for me as a woman, when I looked at him, there were aspects of me that judged him. Even at that low state, I'm like, that be strong. Be strong. Like ni. Sindio. Exactly. But now imagine you as a man, you're trying to be strong. Now umeshindwa. How does that feel like?
Kills you.
It really destroys you.
Kills you, and that's where depression is born. And that's not something dealing with as a man is easy. Because you're depressed and you do not show people you're depressed, and now it makes it even worse. and become something different. And there's someone who told me something, and I looked up, and I thought, again, it's true. Do you know why we even have less relationships in our Kenyan space right now? Let me speak about Kenya.
When you say, I'm seeing a lot of relationships, the question is healthy.
Those are situations.
Or
those are situationships. Do you know why? Do you know we have less relationships? Because, number one, all the ladies we have right now have put a target and expectation when it comes to men. This is what they've been perceived a man should look like. Understand? Umse anafaa kwe at least akona kahao na kagari na akona do kwa bank, alafu akitaka nimpeleke nikitaka kuna place lazima come through, alafu you get. So when you actually get a real man who's not there yet, you understand? This person has loved you a lot and he tries a lot, but when he sees you're trying to be slippery and go, he will try to lie to you. You understand? He will try to lie to you like, nilikuwa na kagari kakagongwa mahali, so kako ka garage. You gari itokangi kwa garage. You get? Ama, I used to live in this place, now I'm living in this place, but I'm trying to get back up. So you in that relationship hoping, you see why you're in that relationship, hoping that this person will get back up, of which he was never up. That's his dream.
But the thing is
this,
Paps.
And then suddenly atashindwa kabisa. You know, you see what they do as men? We ghost because we cannot be able to. They're like, amekuwepa because you're fucking fake. Hata wewe hauna na unanijudge. Unajua? Wewe uko na nini? Ile watu mnakuja hapa unajua? Ama demu wengi wale kwanza wanatupatia hizi demands, they have nothing, man. Enda kwa nyumba ya mdem uone. Mattress iko huko chini, hata kama uko na gari. Yeah, walk to.
Okay, Paps, let me bring this back because
no, kwa maana mimi sibangi wa dem kwa gari yangu. Let me get feeling. Acha nikwambie. Mimi
Paps, this is very
don't
dramatic.
Carry any woman in my car. Why?
Okay. All right. Let me
Tupande mat.
Let me say this.
Ama uishie mtaa.
Let me say this. A lot of people
sleep Uber.
Guy 2022.
Unaget?
2022
responsibilities za mzazi wako. I'm just your boyfriend. Kuna tofauti, mimi si mzazi wako. I'm just your boyfriend. Unajua?
And we respect that. We respect your values and your standards. But this is what I'm saying. For women out there, like in terms of what you're saying, like people have a lot of expectations. It's okay to have standards. It's okay to have expectations. It's okay for you to have, this is my ideal.
Have your own standards. Don't put standards on other people.
That I want to be with. But then again, when we look at today, I agree with you on the fact that today people, when they're considering partners, they're not considering things that maybe will last forever. So for example, when you're considering someone, you should be considering things like, can I be friends with this person? Sindio, ya kwanza. That's one. Because friendship, in a relationship, friendship is important. Sindio, what are their values? Are they hardworking? Sindio. And someone who's hardworking, I mean, getting stuff is not a problem. Stuff, you can get stuff. Sindio. Yeah. Utaangalia, okay, does this person treat me with respect? You see, so udapata.
Women outside here do not give a fuck as long as you have money, bro. Mama.
So, you see.
They don't care.
You see,
you're giving them things that they want. You can as well just wakanyagi.
But I would love to believe there's a different breed of women out there who are doing their own thing, making their own money, such that when they're
I love the way you say it's a different breed.
When you meet me, the first thing I look at is not, so what can you buy me or what can't you buy me? Because probably the things you think you can buy for me already have. So I'm like, okay, so what's your conversation like? You know, do we connect?
Nataka kustick. Sio no conversation. Juu unaweza jiba hizo stuff. Mbona nikubaye?
Hata hiyo pia niko nayo.
Uko nayo ni dildo. Dildo haitakushika. Nilikwambia nikwambie kitu moja. Mimi naambiaga wadem.
How did this conversation get here? I feel like
I tell women every single day. You tell me, hakuna siku dildo itakushika ikupige mate ikuambie manze nakupenda. Itakuweka bend over ikuspank ikuambie wewe ndo dem niko na.
Would you believe that sometimes we actually don't need all that nonsense? We probably don't even need all of it. So the thing is this though. Like there's a different breed of women out here who are looking for different things. I hope you're not going to say who have things that have money. Is there a problem with owning those things?
Kwanza mtu alitengeneza hiyo kitu alikosea.
It is helping.
Inafanya mnakuwa so full of yourselves for no reason. Alafu unakuja kurealize uko lonely because hakuna mseo kushika. Sasa ushakaa malafu.
But do you know lonely is not an aspect of being touched?
Eh?
Lonely is not.
Yeah, you need the presence. napenda vile unasema it's not an aspect of being
touched.
It's an aspect of being
Connecting.
Thank you.
With
We are
another
connecting with a
human
dildo.
being.
You're connecting with a dildo.
You're connecting with yourself. Thank you.
How?
Pleasure. Pleasure is not determined on the other person.
It is.
No, it's not. Pleasure is my own responsibility.
So you're giving yourself pleasure.
Oh, of course.
www.iconradio.co.ke is the place that you get this conversation. Na acha nikwambie kitu. Hii segment tunaimalizia hapa kwa sasa.
Okay.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Icon Radio KE. Niambie, my boys. Madem. Acha niwapatie. Hii ndio the only time napata madem. Waongelee huko kwa mtandao. Kama una feel kitu kama dildo inaweza fanya life yako iko complete, kindly just. Na kama hiyo information is stupid,
life by the dildo is complete life ya mtu.
Ni poa shasema.
No, it's adding to pleasure. Yeah. So let us know in the comment section. The afterthoughts.
Icon Radio.
Yes, manze, now we're back again. www.iconradio.co.ke is a place to get this conversation. I know the conversation is heated up. I know whatever we spoke about is not exactly mental, but I was really mad. I was really pissed because of other things.
Don't say it's not mental health, because it is mental health. The point that you are bringing out was men feel like they have to hide so many things. They have this pressure on them because they want to be able to be with that girl, the girl that they want. Okay. And the girl that they want has expectations and pressures, you get. So already wanaume wako na pressure mingi, si ndio? Yeah. And also hata kwa familia, you find that both people are working, but the financial pressure really is on the man. And he really
lazima
has
afanye.
Exactly.
Lazima akose ndio uanze kusema na leo si wewe ulipe rent. Why do people do that? Like, we are both going to work, eh? And that is why I love that the guest is male, because we can be able to relate. Why is that? Tumeenda si wote job. We maybe probably almost earning the same. But I am the one who's supposed to pay for the rent. I am the one who's supposed to pay for the nitty-gritties. Why don't we just share responsibilities? And at the same time, this is where I say women sometimes, I don't know. Why? And then you still want a title to be the same as a man. How?
No, the thing is not about titles to be same as men. I like what you're bringing out. It's partnership, sindio? Yeah. So, for example,
so if you want to be given an equal responsibility,
if me and you are in the same house, sindio, and we are living together, and we have all these real bills, because bills are real, you get. Yeah. And I know the nature of your work. You know the nature of my work. Sindio?
Yes, we work together. We know the nature
exactly.
of my work.
So we know how much money comes in, right? But we don't have to live the way our parents lived, whereby the man carried the huge load of the financial pressure. Yeah. You get. And then our fathers were worn down, sindio, because we've seen it in our own families. Real talk. Like you find that your dad is really worn out. Side moja, na madam anaweza buy kitu kingine ampe. Na hawezi. And even for my dad, like, I would see him, to his last coin, he would give it to his family. You get. And which is honorable. But then again, also, what does that do to his mental? What does that do to him as a person? You get. So do men actually have money set aside for self-care?
Na hapa ndo naambia my boys, ukipata do, any single coin you get na enjoyment, because
self-care si ati enjoyment. Please. Going to the club.
Abana, no, enjoy yourself. Unaweza upate massage, usuguliwe kitu
kama hiyo. That's what I'm talking about. Like, do men actually have money set aside for that stuff? To go and sit somewhere and just be taken care of?
Mimi siendagi kunywa, so it doesn't mean that I don't have fun.
No, it's not about fun. It's about really taking care of yourself.
Yes, massage is good.
Do men have that? Like, working out is part of self-care. Yeah, I know a lot of men do actually prioritize gymming, right? Yeah. Because it helps your mental. Yeah. Do men journal? Do they sit down and write down their thoughts? If it's very hard to speak them out.
Usijaribu kuandika thoughts zako zipatikane na mwanamke. Do not write that.
That's not what I'm saying.
That is that is a trap. Do not do that.
Receipts are real, but anyway.
Si ndio hii. In your funeral, they'll be reading your thoughts. Alikuwa hata amesota.
No. But I'm generally just saying this, like, what practices do men have out there to take care of themselves mentally? You know,
Yeah,
like when it starts raining, you know, where do they go? Where do they speak? You know, which avenues do they have? Because it's different for women.
I'll say
sometimes.
for boys, talk to another jama. Who's a friend to you, talk to another jama, listen, sit down. Come on, Isaac kusaidia, don't get pissed off. Talk to another person who's a friend of yours. Try and sit down and see if you're going to get us. Hata kama ni kuongelesha, si lazima akupe do. Ama si lazima kusaidia situation, like, just talk it out and talk to this person, you understand? But I still don't agree to the aspect that you're saying that men should start hugging each other and rubbing each other's backs. We are not gay, we're just men. So that we should look on that, please.
But you know, expressing emotion. Just listen to what I'm saying.
Does Adduh have to hug me and start rubbing my back?
Expressing emotions.
How?
Physically showing love. It's not a gay thing.
Uzuri yako hapo.
You get, and it really isn't. It is a human.
So
thing.
you are okay with
It's
your
a
man
human
hugging
thing.
another man and rubbing their back?
Definitely. I am very much okay. If that is what he needs to be okay, if that is what he needs.
If I am a woman, I leave that
himself,
relationship.
That is definitely very much okay.
If I am a woman, I leave that
I do not have a problem with that, because the thing is this. However men choose to relate with one another, that's their thing. But saying you can't hug another man who needs a hug.
There's a way in which men hug.
Yes. Okay, that's fine, yeah. But I'm just
don't
saying,
hug.
like, mtu analia hapo, mmesimama tu mnaangalia na hivi.
Kuna ile comfort, mshike nini. Ongea na yeye, unajua? Kidogo mshike kidogo. Unajua, I feel weight, si uanze kumshika hivi pole pole, unajua?
No, that's not what I'm saying, Paps. I'm not saying be weird about it. I'm just saying, like, men should feel open to express themselves and to express their feelings. You cannot be soft to another
man whatsoever. Hata kama unampatia advice, you cannot.
It's not about softness, it's not about...
Mshike, like, hey bro, ni aje, unajua? Hata nguvu hapo feel to another man. Lakini imagine that you msee mwingine ati niko na pain kwa heart na lia alafu Adduh ananifanya hivi. Fuck. Unajua hata pain inazaenda.
That is not what I'm saying.
Unajua hata kama una nguvu inabidi ufight. Juu sasa hizi nini? Unajua what is this going on here?
But that's not what I'm saying though.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying,
please explain
like,
to us.
Expressing
You know, for women,
emotion,
if you even watch, for you guys, when you hug each other, it's nice. Call another lady you have a threesome hug. We can watch. We are men. It's really interesting. But man to man.
No, nothing. It doesn't have to always be sexualized. Yeah, you get. It's just expressing and connecting with one another and being there for each other. You get. Yeah.
Icon Radio KE on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Tuambie as a man. Unaweza taka tu Adduh akuja ku hug hivi na kukuamilie. Na kuangalia kwa macho kuambie bro.
But that is not what we are saying. That's not what we're saying. No, we're just saying
it will never happen.
To express yourself, to express your emotions, and to show people, like, to be empathetic towards people. Okay. Yeah. So that is basically what we're saying.
So I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm just trying to be real. Yeah. As a man, feel. You understand?
Because truly, what you're saying is some people feel like it's very, oh my gosh, I don't want to be hugged. I don't want to be.
Yeah, like me, wezi. Yeah. So unaanza kuhagiana aje? Like you can make me forget if you want me to forget my problems, just do that.
Do what?
Hug me, even hata kama wewe ni boy, like afu ni hug from behind. Because it's weird. From behind is worse. Because now you're like, bro, I'm a virgin. We are lanes, unajua? Lanes, unajua?
Guys, this is the part where I say Paps is really stupid.
If it landed me this job, I want to be squared. You understand?
It's really dumb. It's really dumb, man.
And for me, this incident here, nini kudai kwa studio, it's not something that's funny. I know we are trying to make it interesting, but it's not funny. Men out here dying. Last year, I lost 2 of my boys, manze. One was working for Marek, Sauti Sol, and Akina Savara. And this guy just was like, okay, me, I'm used to getting, for us, we get gigs a lot. So for us, we get money left, right, and center. Quick cash. Pale chwani, pale 150. Unapata. That all of a sudden, zote zimeisha, umebaki na kasalo kako. Maybe so, ama chwani kwa sasa.
How do you arrange your life? How do you
alafu ushazoea life ya sherehe. So uju kusave. Wewe tu nikamsema mwingine alafu kuna wade mwingine watatu wanakudanganya like babe, so you have to prove yourself. So hata hii ganje kusaidii
Nitumie 2000.
Nitumie 2k agent. Mimi niambia watu there's no agent 2k manze. Kama kuna nini emergency on Sunday nipigie simu on Wednesday. Niambie ni agent on Sunday ndavunjika mguu. Save.
But
Junda kupigia
but I like what you're bringing up because una come to realize that unapata money defines us whether we have it or not, si ndio?
Kosa do uone hawezi
Sindio,
hata family members wako wakupendi
na hakutaki na hata wakupigi simu
kwa nini wakupigie simu,
you know,
na una credit
na una do.
So
what happens then, you know, like as a society we really need to think about these things, man, because if you don't love me for me, if you don't like me for me, you only like me for the things that I can provide. And that's why I've told
and
them. Even for myself, I only like myself when I can afford things. When I can't afford things,
jipenda kama una do huwezi jipenda. But lakini kuna kitu moja naambia before tuende short commercial break. Kuna kitu moja naambia ma boys. Kama una do, kubali tu hiyo situation yako. Lakini kama uko nayo, tumia watu. Because I say hawajali juu yako manze.
Ukisema tumia watu unasema send the money or
hapana. Si kutumia watu hivyo. Anajua wewe kama boys. Najua kama sasa una kakirus, hakuna dem atakuwa nawe. Ukiwa nayo anze kukam. Bro, wacha wakam. Usiwahi kuwa serious bila wao kuwa serious na wewe. Tumie nafasi. Anataka 2k na akam. Mge 2k. So to get kesho ama after 2 hours ama after 1 hour. Mge, because that's what it is all about. Sindio? Let's be realistic. They want money, give them. Get what you want. Zidi.
Icon Radio.
Yeah. Welcome back. Paps_MC. Unatupata kwa mtandao kila mahali. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's the handle. Tukam na usicheki hiyo chizi yote. Imebeba nini? Na kuangana vitu constructive kwa mtandao.
I hope you're following this conversation. The Afterthought. Every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. It will always be streaming live at that hour. Those 2 hours, man.
Yeah.
Also,
www.icon.co.ke. That's where it's streaming live.
Yes. And we're talking about Muziki. Ashley Muziki, man. She'll be having an event with the DJ Hitch every Friday from 6 p.m. till late at Wama Africa, located in Lavington. You are welcome. We're bringing all the good music, live music, amazing artists.
Kuna wadem. For all the men, yani kuna wadem, yani.
Kuna drinks.
Drinks ziko. Kama umesota ndio huwezi kunywa, lakini kuna ma youngs. The person who's doing the whole event thing is also a Chile. So unajua friends ni madem. Wewe kama boy nakuibia siri. Kuna madem wengi.
Na sisi magaldem.
Wewe kuja tu katiwe na ukunywe alcohol. Acha mambo mengi.
Allah.
Na usikize muziki. Relax.
Please, invite your friends. Come through.
Speaking about inviting our friends.
Yeah.
Sema.
Welcome to the Afterthought.
Thank you, man.
Karibu sana. Introduce yourself. Tell us, who are you?
Okay, I go by the name Adduh.
Adduh Pimpim.
Yes. ADDUH.
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 Yes.
Pimpim.
Yes.
These are your government names.
No.
Okay.
Jina za government zinakuaga ugly. Wewe uliona tulikuongea hapa
na I was just about to say
Omosh na OT.
I was just about to say yani walikaa tu chini wakasema tu Adduh Pimpim. I know.
I'm the only person I think when you're going a very nice government name.
Ebu tuambie. Moment of silence.
Muma. Sujue tu hiyo msee ndio sana man.
Sasa na kumempesa iende wrong number man.
Asifanye hivyo saa man.
Tujaribu.
Muma.
Tumatuba mnyama.
No, Adduh. To welcome you to our studios.
Yeah.
Yes. We have a game.
Okay. I love games.
It's called This or That.
This or that.
Okay. Yeah, so you pick one.
Okay.
You can't pick two. Just pick one and you tell us why that would be your preferred answer.
Okay.
So, the first one,
a
pet pig or goat?
A pet pig or goat. I'll go with goat. I love goat meat. So
It's a pet. You're literally just saying you're gonna kill the
just
thing.
in case. Just in case.
Just in case
Nasikia
what?
ubao na kuna nyama karibu na wewe.
I can't with you.
yeah.
But it's so weird. Like you've seen those people who have like goats as pets. I'm like, yali, hakuna mtu anamkanga katikati ya siku yako like kitu by then is ichinja.
Nikakuwa na bishte demo.
Inakuwa ngumu.
Okay, I do not know how we got there. So
finally we have a real man in the studio.
What you say? You can't have like a friendship with a girl?
If you don't
like
get
platon- No, if you don't get it, forget about it.
And kuna kitu moja niliambia watu na I'm going to say the camera and Paul do me bring up your stuff. No man is your BFF. I'm speaking to the ladies. No man is your BFF.
Yeah.
You understand?
Unless
you're a pet goat. And you're an alternative. Just in case. When you want to cry and you want to be held, and it can go more than that.
My friend, that advice is not written anywhere in the Bible. You can be friends with anyone who respects boundaries.
There you go again.
If someone respects boundaries,
Mama,
I believe that there's friendship there.
Sex.
We cannot be we cannot be sexualizing everything. Even friendships does not exist for me. Paps, we are going on with this game. Kwa sababu mshasema mtakula pets. Okay.
Like pets.
For me, I love pets. I'm wondering why get a pet if you're gonna kill it and eat it. Yeah. Be a hammer or a nail.
I'm a G. When you get also lazima I hammer thing.
Oh my goodness! I swear I did not plan this.
G for goat again.
And you perhaps be a hammer or a nail.
But then you can be either. Depends with the
I can know why I'm thinking of nail.
Yeah, you drill through things. Exactly, man.
Unaleta na kushikanisha.
They're like, I'd rather be a hammer because if I'm a nail, if you nail me here on this, I'm literally stuck here forever.
But pia lakini pia
I swear I did not plan this. The third question.
I think we should have a show in this place. Just a show called Character Development for Women.
Know your tattoo. A successful career or a happy family life? Whoa. What's it gonna be?
But I think it depends. What brings money to the table?
You have to put
choose
one.
So basically,
you have to choose one.
Successful career.
No. What would you regard as a successful career?
The game is just that. A successful career or a happy family life.
Does it have
choose
one?
one.
To do with it? I'll say a
happy family life.
Yeah.
For you?
Obviously.
A happy family life.
Because that's why I'm a happy human being, because I have a happy family.
Even for me, a happy family life. Yet I'm shocked we're agreeing on something.
At least.
Super
it means
shocked.
We have some sense.
You're trying to blend in.
No.
Need more water?
No,
I think it's made.
no, I'm good. So,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you for participating in our little game. Yeah. Yeah,
It's a huge
and
game.
letting
It's turning
us
out to
know
be a
that
huge
you will eat your pets. But anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, we had a discussion here just to bring it back to what we were talking about or discussing.
Yeah.
We were talking about mental health amongst men.
Yeah.
You know, and this is brought by the current
DJ Lithium.
You know, because that was sad, man, to see.
Yeah,
it was really, really sad.
Yeah.
So I don't know, according to you, what are some of the... Actually, let me ask you a very personal question.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you're open to answering it, it's fine. If you're not, then it's still
okay.
cool. At any point in your life, did you feel like you were struggling mentally?
We all do. And for example, for me, I'll say the times I've felt my lowest. I think my lowest moment was last year when I lost my old man. And
so sorry.
the only good thing is it only happens that with men, at least for me, if I can speak for myself, I'm not the type to share.
Okay.
You don't want to show your weaknesses out there. And for a man, no one really cares, man.
And do you have siblings?
Of course they do. I'm the firstborn.
Female, male?
Three. Just men.
Men.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
how was that? Like 3 men in a household dealing with grief. And were you guys speaking about? Were you talking to each other? Were you checking in on each other? Like, how was that?
yeah, you have to be there for them. I had to be there for my mom. I had to be there for my brothers, and so it was really a low moment. But then at the end of the day, man, it's a light at the end of the channel.
Yeah.
And then for man, it's always like you are trapped in a hole, man, and you're looking at the world through a crack. So
Hey, that's deep. You're trapped in a wall, and you're
Welcome to the world of
you're-
hip hop.
You're literally looking into the world through a crack. You're
Yes,
like,
man.
"Hey, goodness, okay."
yeah. So it was tough.
So the idea is just to break. How do we break that wall so that you're able to deal with the issue or deal with whatever it is that's weighing down on you?
For men, no one really cares. I always tell people that no one really cares. It's about you. You just need your moments, man.
And do you think that is something that needs to be changed?
It depends with your upbringing, but for me, I always say, just bow down. Once you bow, close the door, and then we don't cry, man. We shed tears.
People just say like,
I
don't
remember,
cry.
I remember when I lost my old man. There's a friend of mine, man. He was a friend for quite some time, and so he came through and he was like during the burial, and you expected him to be all sorry, the you girls are, and then he just came through and he was like, "Yo, G, strong man."
Icon Radio.
Yeah, as I was saying, for a man, I think it's I paraphrase it in a car like, for a man, it's like a suicide bomber who's trapped and ready to blow. You know what I'm saying? So like for a man, it's always easy. Ni easy target. Atukabonga na mdema atakuwa zile guys Adduh.
That's the point. Sasa utadu, because it always comes back to us. Sasa utadu.
Yeah, Adduh.
I'm hugging you, but Sasa utadu.
Yeah, so
it goes back to you.
Yeah, so you keep it all to yourself, man. You have your shit well taken care of. You don't show emotion, man. Zero. You got no feelings, man.
oh, wow.
It's tight.
I think sometimes we as women do not understand that pressure. Yeah. And just coming from your experience and what you're talking about, being in a household, processing these difficult emotions, like 2020, 2021 have been very difficult years for a lot of people, us included, a lot of loss, we are still processing a pandemic. So I would say like our system is basically at fight, flight, freeze for most of us. So unapata people are dealing with a lot of negative emotions that they do not know how to channel out. They do not know how to process. Being in a household whereby everyone is processing, for me as a woman, I'm allowed to break down in tears at any point of the day, and someone will always come and rub my back and tell me, and everything will be okay, right?
Problem is you overdo it, man.
We overdo it. No, we're just expressing, and because the thing about expressing, because we feel comfortable to express, we express. Because we feel
overexpress.
No, there's nothing. I believe like there's really nothing like overexpressing. Because everyone is different. Personalities are different. You get. And for us as women, we've been given the space to be. For men, not so much. Right?
It's against the norm for a man, man. So
it's
for a man,
the norm. But the question is this norm helping us? Is this what we've created and made it normal? Is it helping us really? If a man really feels so cornered by life, so cornered by their thoughts, so cornered by what is weighing them down, that they really cannot speak, they really cannot cry, they feel like the only solution that there is for me to like come up with an exit strategy.
Problem is who's there to listen, man.
Who's there to listen?
No one wanna listen.
Is that
no
true,
one
guys?
cares.
Please let us know in the comments below. I will iconradio.co.ke, Icon Radio KE on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all of those avenues. Let us know. Is there really no avenues to listen, or for men to be heard? Is that really the case?
Another problem is you can share with someone, you can speak your mind, but then at the end of the day they're put out there.
Or it's used against you.
Yeah, they'll share with friends or something, you know. Those are times why you prefer your own time, your free space. That's why, for example, some of us work out, you go hit the gym, you see. That's why you'll go for long travels. There are those who love traveling. You just drive to the middle of nowhere. Yeah, so I'll laugh with you, but then whatever I'm going through, man, you really don't want to know.
www.iconradio.co.ke
Icon Radio.
Yo. He's a man. I went down kidogo. www.iconradio.co.ke. It's a place to get all this conversation. And most of the time, when you see me going down, I go down because of reality. Because there's something that we just spoken right now with Dorsila during the break, whereby I think we are sharing the same thing. We've never seen any of our parents who are dads letting that vulnerable part of them outside so that people can see it and that is really an alarming topic, because now you're seeing people killing themselves. You understand?
Yeah.
Now people are killing themselves in houses, at workplaces. People are losing their loved ones. You understand? Someone chooses, okay, because miniki die, hakuna msana take care of my family. What do? I kill my wife and my kids, and I kill myself. Because you, as men, we just know that manze bila mimi hapa sioni.
Yeah.
Because nimelewa say 10 years.
You have no.
So mimi nimechoka. So ni tuishie tu si wote. So ni aje? We if I have a gun na kushoot. There's no way you to survive.
Yeah.
I'm spoon feeding you every day and you're there judging me. So because I love you so much, I kill all of you.
Yeah.
I think it really highlights an issue in society, you know, today, and just how do we process these difficult things in our lives.
Yeah.
You get, because we're living in a society whereby there are diseases, you right? There's some diseases that when you're broke, you can be, you have that disease, you literally get into a depressive state. Because, for example, you're not able maybe to afford the medical care, right? Because that's also another issue. There's the money there. There's issues of life, relationship issues, and in bring to down. Kenya na
Kanairo hakuna kama una do una dem.
You get, like, maybe you lose a job, you lose your family. You see, you lose a job, you lose your family.
Man.
And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. You know, I feel like we should get back to humanity. We should connect back with our humanity.
Humanness. But you know, speaking of humanness, at times this all goes down to for example, the family setup. Let me come back to you guys. How many times do you tell your guy that he looks good?
How many times do I tell him that he looks good?
Yeah.
Hey, babe.
Do
I tell you you look good?
You don't. You see? Okay. How many times do you like look at your guy and you're like, man, I'm so damn proud of you, man? How many times? How many times does your guy come home and you feel like, yo, you home, man? You see, like our traditional setup that it used to be. And then, like, when my dad used to be, the kind of work he used to do was very involving. He was in the military. So when he used to come home, trust me, you'll see the difference. Hata food ingepikwa hiyo day ilikuwa tofauti. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel like the man of the house is home.
Arrived,
But now let's speak about you guys. You want to compete with us. You want to, like, unajua, that is where it all begins. Me kila time nikwambia, mama unakugomeweza man.
Utamwambia hivyo kukojolee bro.
You see, but when it comes to you, you don't appreciate these men. You live with a guy in the same house, and the only thing you do is front, left, right and center. Unaonanga tu zile vitu wafanyagi. Hakuna siku umeona kitu yenye anafanyaga. When you go sit with your friends, umeika hivi ukasemaje, boy wangu anakoga. Mtu wangu. Wakianza kuongea vibaya about your guy, do you defend your guy? Ama pia you una join gang.
Ladies, I feel like we are being called out a serious one, and I agree 120%. And even for me, I'm guilty. I'm so guilty because you've asked me when's the last time I told you you're so handsome, you look so good. But for me, I feel like I deserve to be told that every day.
You forget as much as you like compliments. Hata siku na vile tunazipenda man. Utakangi kushow but then
imagine umeenda zoezi, umepiga damu yako, umeona hapo imetoka. Alafu waoni man, what's happening?
Yeah, but you were like, babe, token zimeisha.
Bas.
It's
Change
like
hivyo
normal,
unaniambia
you
gas imeisha.
Gas imeisha.
Msichana wa kazi hajalipoa. Sijui bro,
Kama-
hata
ni kama
sijafika.
nda- hujatulia, hata hujakunywa maji,
Hata
hujaoga.
hujaniuliza leo imekuaje.
I
Leo
feel-
umekafunga. Wewe uniambie nitumie fare. Fanya hivi. Baada hii simu yangu imepasuka. Sijui.
By the way, hata
It's-
hakuna conversations on phone.
Exactly.
Try, when you have stayed with your girlfriend for like over, I don't see anybody, 8-9 months, you actually don't have a conversation anymore because inakuwa ni aje, kwani uko job unadu nene wewe siku hizi unanilenga.
Kazi ni ngori tu kila time. You see,
If
a
we
friend
could-
of mine made a joke about something alitextiwa. Ati why do married couples mbona wapiganangi mate? And then someone
Guys,
said
comment section. Why don't married couples
Angalieni hii
make
kamera,
out
waambie kwa hiyo kamera.
a
Why
lot more?
you know what to say?
It's healthy.
waambie hiyo kamera. Nataka tutoke hizi clip tuiweke huko
Waulize.
nje.
Because this is a serious question.
Mbona
what he said?
mkisianaje?
You know what he said? Alisema jumudomo ni ya kukuorol yani, ni ya kupiga tu, ni kuzusha tu all the time. You say you never sit with your guy and talk.
And
You
just,
never have these
and just
moments.
talk about
Yeah.
not bills and children, but
Ni
just
wewe
talk
tu
about the
ambia
two
geto
of you.
Paps kila siku. Kazi ni kukaa na madem. Saa zingine hata jana na madem. Saa zingine tu ameenda amenyabeza, amewatch ball, Manchester imepigwa, ametoka hapo
Ako depressed.
you know.
Una imagine vile ana stress, dem mwingine ndo ana stress na imani imepigwa.
Mimi nakaa hivi nafikiria, hii timu yetu Champions League tutabeba kweli. Wewe unakaa hapo unafikiria
Dem mwingine ananipatia stress.
Watu Manchester fans wanasema wanataka care package after the game.
Hapana.
una shout
Usishout. Ongea pia na watu wa Arsenal basi. Ongea na watu wa Arsenal. Juu Arsenal na ni kama wanahitaji therapy.
No, but on the serious, I like what you're saying because you're bringing it back to us as a society because a society comprises of men and women, right? Yeah. So how do we
But
as
women make homes.
Yeah, we make homes, and the question is, how do we as women support the mental health of our men?
Let me talk to
you
women.
see, yeah.
Let me talk to women.
Let us know.
These women are very good people because the way we were raised, kama kitambo, our
Bila watu
mothers,
hizi.
yes,
Yeah.
our mothers, when our mothers were being given money, it used to amplify itself into a business.
Yeah.
Understand? You give a woman a home and in a house it turns into a home.
Yeah.
Understand? When you go outside there, you get everything has been planned for you because that was the work of a woman to make everything work. You understand? And that was the biggest responsibility that women had that are trying to fail to do right now.
Yeah.
And they're forgetting that they are the biggest contributors for the future. You understand? So there's a time I told her that women are helpers. She fought with me. Helpers.
No.
You
I did
know
not
what they
fight
do?
that.
You know what they
the
do?
helper part.
Ni vibe ya women empowerment.
And they're taking this thing to the next
Yes,
level.
na inawaribia. Do you know why?
Let me tell you,
No, you know why?
let me tell you, the thing is this: every movement that has come through has served us and also has come with its own negatives. Sindio?
Most of the negatives.
Sindio? Tukisema patriarchy serves us sometimes, but also it has its own negatives, right? We are currently sitting in some issues because of patriarchy, right? The same thing with feminism. I would say the same thing. There are people who understand it differently. There are people who do not even live by what feminism is. Feminism is not about being overly what's the word, aggressive or being overly, it's not just about complaining and shouting. It's about affirming the place of a woman on this planet as a human. But you see, for me, the way I understand it, it's not the same way that another woman can understand
Now
it.
you need to talk to those women.
Okay.
Not fight for
Now
them because
problem
they
is
will mislead.
the problem is
No, I'm not I will always fight for women.
there the problem begins there. You know
Period.
why? You know why? It's a issue yenu ni TV na waribu, man.
First of all,
Wache
your
kuona
statement,
TV.
Just listen.
we are not
Yes.
children. The same way you'd sit and tell a 10-year-old TV na kwaribu is the same way America come and tell us TV
it's
na
relative.
kwaribu.
It's
No.
relative.
It is
TV by TV, I mean, hizi ma desktop, hizi ma computer, hizi ma tenje, inawaribu why muna get so westernized, yani, you want yani ati upike nioshe vyombo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a one-off thing. But then the feminism thing, na hiyo poachie, yani
Wewe huwezi fanya.
yeah, like fulani anafanyiwa, mbona mwezi nifanyia?
No, but the question
It's
is
not about
this. The thing is
how are
this
you guys
also.
doing?
What I feel like most men are having a hard time to understand today is the fact that things have shifted for women. Things have changed for women.
Why don't you
And
guys
the
do-
thing is this.
Why don't you act it?
Get with
Just
the
act
program.
it.
Can I give you an
Get
example?
with the program.
Can I give you an
Act it.
example?
Get with the program, because the thing is
I got
this:
this.
we cannot be moving forward.
Yeah.
We cannot be moving forward because the thing is this: me having a desktop, me having a phone, me having a laptop, me having this, all these things. How is it problematic? It is not problematic.
Can I answer that?
Left the group.
Let me just finish.
Yeah,
Let
can
me
I
just
answer
say
that?
this. Yes, you can. You will answer.
Be humble. You're not common than the people.
No.
You know what I mean?
You see, the thing is this: me affirming my womanhood, me affirming myself, me affirming my place on this planet should not challenge a man. Actually, what it should do, a man should look at me and be like, damn, that's a woman who has taken her place on this planet. This is a woman that I can depend on. You get?
I totally
Men
agree.
just want a situation whereby women are depending on
No,
them.
no, no, no.
And
no, no,
it
no,
cannot
no.
constantly just be like that.
No, it's not that.
As a woman, I need to be able to depend on myself, and my man is just adding to my dependability. And be
No.
like, I love that the fact that I can depend on myself, and I love the fact that I'm supported by another man.
You kind of got emotional right there. It's ugly.
Atalia baadaye,
Yeah.
www.iconradio.co.
Emotions are healthy. I'll say it again.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
I agree. For me, I want to empower my woman.
As you
For
should.
me, I want to look at my woman and be like, damn, girl, as my baby.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I want her to have her own stuff. But the problem is, it gets to your head. The moment it
You
gets
watch
to your head,
What
Tuiendelea.
exactly
Let's
gets
go
to
for
your
a
head?
short commercial. Inaingia kwa ki? Facebook,
That's not what I meant.
Twitter, Instagram, Icon Radio KE. Tell us, why is it getting into your heads?
Icon Radio.
Yeah, man. Now we're back.
We're back.
I'm sorry, guys, because I had to take a breather because it was getting to me, and we had promised each other not to get emotional.
Yeah.
So I did not want to cry.
We shall not be triggered.
Hot
on
like
this
her.
show.
Yeah? Heat home.
It's a heated conversation.
yeah.
And before we continue, thank you guys for always supporting us and liking and subscribing and always going to our comment segment and even sharing with us if you are our friends in our inboxes and telling us, hey man, this topic was hot, it was fire and all that. And we have a very special person who is here now called Adduh. I've known him for a while because
Adduh,
to change
Pimpim.
to to change two contacts nikaenda kutafuta vitu
My
zingine.
yakuze.
When I was trying to look for something on the side because I have a lot of time in my hands, so I said, okay, instead of radio, let me go and do marketing because I'd opened a marketing company and I also wanted a HR something to go and do something somewhere. So that's how we met, and I was following through what he was posting and all that. He posts a link, I go through, I listen and all that. But men don't speak when they don't have anything constructive to say. So I said, okay, now I have something constructive to give out. Yeah. And now he's here, so he can tell us.
He's
Awesome.
giving flowers while I'm still alive.
Awesome. As we press,
Singoje mtoa dedi ndio uende kubuy flowers.
I want us to speak for a few minutes about the topic,
Yeah.
and then you can tell us a bit more about your music.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that we can wrap that conversation up as in particularly parting shot.
Yes.
I think I said my piece, so I'll just give it back to you.
I'll say, mapenzi Ulaya, Kenya biarasha.
Mapenzi,
Ulaya.
Ulaya, Kenya,
Biarasha.
biashara,
Yes.
biarasha.
Yes.
I've learned a new word.
You're not getting to be ghetto, you know. So.
Yeah, I'm literally getting the ghetto vibes.
Na rep 3560. You know where that is?
Umo?
You're smart.
DJ Kali. Wafaa kutoa 5,000 mpige nayo paa.
Nimpige sai.
Okay, baadaye stop it. Live here.
Representing.
Kuna mafisi letu huko utaanza kutoa doa za kufuata man.
But anyway.
Now they love you because of money.
Anyway, but the thing is this. I liked what you brought out in our conversation today because
Thank
even us as women, we need to know how to support our men.
True.
And to create safe spaces in our homes.
Yes.
Because we create those homes. You give us a house, we build a home, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So the question is, what type of energy do you want in your home? What type of energy do you want in your house? You get and how do you support your man? How do you talk to him when he's going through those hard emotions? How do you help him? You know,
Okay.
see some light.
Okay. beauty, all that, but the best and most important thing for a man is peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Provided a woman can give a man peace of mind, man, you're it. So you really definitely need to have a good head on your neck. You know what I mean? Between your ears, you need to have something. Yani. When you even talk, isikwe manze tukienda place na maboys ama gang. Ukifungua mdomo niko zile za babe, utachoma cheza chini. I want when you speak, man.
Umemu-invite to a
yeah, you know, weka tu hapo katu msexy hapo tulie.
Utulize.
Ushaona vile nyima dem mkienda swimo, ujui kuswim, lakini unataka tu kuweka mguu hapo tu kwa maji. You know what I'm saying?
Na uchukue photos 100.
Na uchukue photo 1,000, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What I'm basically saying is we love smart women. Just chuck a yes woman. Like you agree to everything I'm saying. I want someone who challenges me. I want someone who makes me
But
better.
who's overdo?
And someone who calls you out.
Yeah, call me out. It's all good, but then let it be constructive.
Let it be constructive.
Yeah.
Unafaa kuambia tu. Kutu challenge haimaanishi tu challenge mpaka kwa ati ngumi utatupigane mpaka mangumi. Unajua?
Actually, this is what I always say. I don't lay my hands on a woman unless namdara.
Check it. We do not lay hands on women unless we are doing what?
Okay, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. All right. I like how you say that. And now diving into your music.
Yeah.
Is your music an avenue for you to process your mental health?
Definitely. A lot. I'll say mini hip hop, man. I've grown listening to Kina Big Gear, Kina Park.
Awesome.
My best underground rap and it Immortal Technique.
Immortal Technique.
Yes, so
I did know that.
And I'll Google. That's why you have Google.
Ask your friend. Google. Yeah, so he's you see these people who manzem sana sing their souls out. The guy is Latino, and when you live and sing in Latino. In some of my raps, I rap in my local dialect,
Which is
Banana Republic.
Watu wanafaa kutafuta easy information. Wakaga na mabeste wa gani? Relate banana.
Ooh, okay.
Banana.
Wow, you
Yeah.
rap in Kisi.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Banana.
Awesome.
Like banana.
Able give us a piece.
Okay.
Yeah. Karusha hapo.
Bitiro mbio ntanyare gutira pi. You know what that means?
Of course not.
Tunangoja kusikia.
Bwango mbatagole ncheno mwisi oliomobe kiria machemba sabole seito na maninko ime ngembombo nko bacherenga aye baba mbiole igona kitebango ngebinto ntagore miulikiri kama kandi I got a chicken in my crib. I'm fine to Kahuda. And I'm something like that.
Let me tell you, this is the coolest PC I've met.
Sizile mimi mnatuingiliaga sana man.
This is the coolest. Wako akichoma sana pale.
Wale wote wa Kisii sahi hautatembea Kisii town wewe.
Wewe watch.
Hautatembea Kisii town sahi utahagi ni hivi.
I am reconsidering.
All the bananas.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
so your music journey, when did it begin?
Okay, me guess once me going to sing through maybe tangu nizaliwe man. Me I love rap. Anyone who knows me anajua napenda ngoma mbaya sana. I write a lot. At times hata nikidrive niza niandike something. You know, we have like a notepad.
Like
so
you just pack your
yeah.
Imekam.
Yes, imekam man. Yeah. So I call me music. People confuse arrogance and confidence. They confuse confidence for arrogance. Mina jitambua mbaya sana. Even in my poetry, even in what I write, I'm deep. Meaning deep lyrically. That's why I call myself the lyrical apocalypse.
He calls himself a lot of things.
Sasa bila tukuulize ni nini ya ujitangi?
Before you continue, what does Mayakuze mean?
Mayakuze. You remember the ninja stories?
Ninja.
The ninja stories.
The
Yakuzas.
The only ninja story I know. Ninja warriors.
Whoa. Paps, help me here. You remember the ninja stories, right?
Bro, huyo alisaidika.
Yeah.
No. Slide. Tutamuandikia kwa note. Wewe tutakuandikia.
Isn't it afterthought notes?
Yeah.
So
the Yakuzas, these are my ninja stories, Kogazi, martial arts and stuff. But now minimum yakuza, because I'm a lyrical assassin. I get
Awesome.
yeah
Awesome.
yeah. So basically that's what it means.
I'm smart. I got that. I'm smart.
That's awesome.
You
That's
dig,
also awesome.
Yeah. So initially we were three. It was a group. Okay, my yakuza is my brand. We do those hoodies and stuff. You even saw in my car, you can hear whatever. It's a brand. So my yakuza is a collective thing. I'm all that. So initially we were 3 guys, but then them they dived in more. The other 2, they dived in more on the dialect side. Taki kukuwa known for kufanya ngoma za Kikisi. It's not my thing really. I want to nieke ma lines 2 3 ba 2 3 hapo katikati tukiendaga. It's more versatile. I get to
Connect with a
bigger
larger audience.
Yes. So that was kind of my reasoning. And me, I'm a believer in si lazima everyone else can do their own thing.
And I love that you bring that aspect of culture, that aspect of identifying who you are and being able to own it and be like, this is me, and I want to bring it into my music, into my art, and all of that. And that is awesome. Let me ask you another question. Which Kenyan artist right now do you think is the dopest? And if you get a chance to collab with them, it will literally be a dream.
I think wakiget chance kukolabo na mimi man watakuwa mbele sana.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it's yourself.
But there are people I look at and I love their craft. It's awesome. Wrong Randy. Yeah, there's especially people love Ska a lot. I like him. But man, my man is Domani man. Umse kuna vile uko in hizo phrases man.
That's Wakadinali or?
Yes, Wakadinali. So there's Domani, there's Ska, and there's the other one. Jenny Menipita. But me, I'm a Domani guy. Yani there's a way he does it. And then definitely we have Kali. And then tuko na ujama wa Coast. Anaitwa go yeah, Jenny Menitoka. Yeah, those are some dope acts. Kaka used to be awesome at them days. I think I'm pata pesa squeezy kidogo.
He's running his brand. So.
Yeah, so yeah. Kala Moto is the guy, the Coast guy I was telling you, the cypher guy. He's dope as well. International like in a Papus, Hood Tang, those are the guys we've grown to listen to. So it's basically any kind of momentum, yeah. Kevo K-Force is dope. Number 9. Yeah, I don't know why that guy's never blown out, but man.
It's Kenya. It's Kenya. And then Pia Ametulia Sana. He's not. I cannot compare him right now with who he was before.
Yeah, exactly. It was something else.
He was blowing up Myra. Cypher, because the last time I heard of Kevo K-Force was on a Cypher at Coke Studio.
Yeah.
Nah, he did not up his game in that Cypher. I was like, Kevo, what?
He didn't take his chance, right?
He didn't. Alafu, no one gave him another Cypher again because they trusted him so much to put him in a track with Calligraph, with Nazizi, a track with who? There's this guy from Nigeria called
a Nigerian rapper.
Yeah.
Very big rapper. Itakuja too. But the funniest thing is that I thought Nazizi would be whack.
She came correct.
Yeah, she came correct. She was whack. Akina Nani came through.
I think for Kevo K-Force, it's an issue to do with. That time akitoka, walikuwa yeye Octo, you remember? So I think the fact that Octo alitoka, so kinda ilifungia wengine. That's why we have akina Virusi Mbaya, he's dope. But then Hayuko, simply because Octo alikindly pop out, yeah.
Kina Gadi Moja used to freestyle with kina Calligraph na wanawachafua vibaya sana.
Bad sana, yeah. Kali never had shit on them.
By then alikuwa anaenda huko wapi anajaribu kurap wasio kwa Kali. If you go to the internet and just see how Kali was struggling. Yeah. That's why right now you can't tell Kali anything.
I think
he can bullshit you like forever.
I think it's about with music, it's either it's music business. Most people, when you take music as a business, as much as you're dope, you see like Kali is dope, man. As much as he's not as hard as he used to be, but he's dope. So what he's done with his art and craft is he's made business out of it. That is now where Mtuka Kaka na come in. kaka yami ni biashara man anakafunga mbaya msikia sijui ni ambassador Remy Martins sijui ni nini you see the same with Octopizo yes ni story na Spotify ni story na you see
commercial.
Yes, exactly.
I like that you're bringing all these things into this discussion because I want to ask a question like what do you think is missing in the music industry today that can really help push artists, like really talented artists out there? Yeah, what can we do in the music industry to just put more of this talent out there so that we don't have 5 names, like we just have Calligraph, Octo, Yashinsky. Yeah.
We have 5 names because we're not giving people a chance.
I think the issue is I think the issue is kuna Nairobi man. You know what I'm saying? That's where the issue begins.
So we need to have a Kenya night.
Another thing.
All nights to be Kenya.
No. It's not. We have them, but then the issue here is let's promote local content. But sasa shida ni mi saini kimbangoma ina make sense. Hakuna msa atasikiza. You see like these guys wa umsamimbanga above the head. Ngoma inaitwa gaje that one.
Yeah.
You go to the catalog ya umse he has like 4, 5, 6 songs.
Yeah.
Kuna zenye manze ni dope.
Good
but
music.
no one wants to listen to that. Mtu anataka aimbe juu. Unaona hii above the head. That's what Kenyans are. Kenyans want kuimbe bull, want kuimbe matope. Ukimba matope they'll give you audience. You see, the moment ni kama as in to make in a way that we don't appreciate
our
own.
content.
That is why anyone anaamka anataka kuwa musician. That's why Diana anataka kuimba. You can't sing.
I think there's a manzia conversation because Diana natunini kwa music industry.
That's not why I'm asking that question. I like the pointers.
Yeah.
I like the pointers that you're bringing out because we need to love our content.
Yeah.
We need to love our own
Unapenda content ya Diana?
Then I love it because it's Kenyan and because honestly I can bump
It's for
to it.
clout,
I can
yo.
bump to the song. So
It's
I
for
like
clout.
it.
Can I ask you a
can
question?
like it.
Let me just ask her. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How can you even listen to Diana wakati manze tuko na demo naitwa Silverstone Bars? That chika mic man unakuwa na goosebumps. You know what I'm saying?
And thank you for bringing it up.
Listen,
Because
we have Mandy. She's dope. You see, the problem with Kenya is we so tunanini mediocrity yani. I can't even sit and listen to whatever she sings. So put the clout aside. Now let's get
No disrespect
Exactly.
Diana,
Let's get
but I cannot
let's
listen
get
to
to
your
the
crap.
music.
Yeah.
But the
Because-
thing is this though, like whether it's crappy or not, we need to play more Kenyan music.
Yes, but then
But not
appreciate
Diana,
good
the
content.
Diana-
And we need to appreciate good
Good
content.
content, yes.
And we need to call
Excuse me.
good content for what it is. Like
Exactly.
we need to appreciate
Yes.
music
I
for
have to
the art.
say this. I have to say this. Sorry, people like Diana are the ones who are making other Kenyan artists not be heard.
Yes.
Because they're saying crap, they're saying Kenyan.
I
they're
disagree
being
with
given-
that.
Does
I
not
disagree
have
with
content
that. Honestly,
because
I
Diana
do
does
disagree
not
with
have
that.
content.
No,
Diana,
Diana
you don't
doing
have
her
content.
music does
We
not
cannot
block
play your
anyone
music.
from doing their music.
Don't do that.
No.
She gets
It's not
Yeye
her fault.
wanafanya
She
tuna
gets-
It's not
Kenya
her fault.
content.
No,
she gets
no,
media
it's a no from
airplay.
me.
Someone
She
else
gets
should
media
have given
airplay.
No.
that.
The
Alafu
thing is
tunaambiwa
this.
Kenya hatuna
The thing is
content.
this. Generally speaking, we need to play more Kenyan music.
Yeah.
And Kenyan artists need to also push their own music.
How do
You
you
get-
push that? When you have someone like, for example, the conversation I was telling you about, for example, Miss Mandy. There's a rapper from Kisiu's dope. There's a rapper from Kisiu's dope and it was Smalls Lethal. Ukiangalia cypher za kina Kali, umse ukisikia ki spit bars is something else. Aliendaga, naona vile tuko na session hivi. Akaambia mdem ni aje, mimi sina kitu ya kukuletea. But mimi nataka kukupatia album yangu 19 songs man.
Wow.
That's someone's craft man.
It's true.
It's not easy to write.
It's not easy to write, to produce.
Sasa nika
to do all
kupigia
those
buzz karibu 5 nikwambie what do you think? Sasa nika kupea kalamu nikwambie uandike, utaandika. It's not easy.
It's true.
You see what I'm saying? But alimpea hii album ule akangora. Akamwambia mimi lazima unipe gift, mimi lazima unikanje. Producer anataka kanje. Now for example for me, my music, me sidipendi music. Me do music for fun because I love music. Ikijipa sawa, isipo haina wasi. For me it's about Paps akisikiza ngoma yangu ananiambia buda wewe ni mdope. Inanipea that satisfaction. I have my other things that I do. What about that slam guy? What
Oh,
about
music is
he's
their way
everything.
out. Yeah.
Uni msemanze ako na familia, ako na
Yeah.
mama. Unaona vile nyinyi wa demanding. Lazima upige luku. Lazima ukaipoa. lazima
Period.
ubonye. You know what I'm
truth.
saying?
Yeah.
So what about him? What does he do? I need to pay the producer. And ndiye acheze ngoma yangu.
I think what
Lazima
you're
nikikam
bringing
kwa
out,
show, lazima nikanzane for example. You know see.
and what you're bringing out, these are issues in the industry, right?
Yeah.
How do we support more artists? And that's why we have Icon Radio, man.
So
That's
lazima
why we have Icon Records.
So
right?
for you to be
Yeah.
out there, lazima stand out like a pregnant nun, man.
You have to.
You know what
You
I
have
mean?
to
Ah,
stand
umesikia hiyo?
out.
Hebu rudia.
No, you have to.
Rudia
You
hiyo.
have to stand out. And
Like
that's
a?
the thing.
Like a?
And that's
Like a pregnant?
none. Yeah, you have to really stand out. And the thing is this, these are issues that need to be addressed in the industry. That's
Yeah.
one. What we can do today, even us seated here, we can listen to more Kenyan music. We can push Kenyan music. Wacheni kupush sijui mangoma za Davido Instagram stories.
That's why manze me now
You know, like-
appreciate. That's why for me personally, man, let me now give flowers to you mkiwa live, sindio?
We will take them.
Man,
Hapa ndo kama kuna wadem semeni,
so whatever you guys are doing is, man, it's mad, man. So give this platform scholars hawezi. Mi usemanga, if you have an opportunity to help someone, if you're in a position whereby you can, mse akitoka huko nje anasema manze God bless Paps. You know what I mean? Do it.
Yeah, to push.
Yeah.
Let's push more Kenyan content.
That's
Let's
why
do that.
ukitoka hapo ukifika mtaa ama some blessings you come along your way, unashanganga zimekamaje. Ni juu Paps alikam through for me.
It's true.
Ni juu Paps alikam through kwa rapa fulani. Umse manze akapata, umse mali ataendaga atakuimbaga tu.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think what we need to do, I think one thing we're taking home even as we close this up is, maybe I've challenged myself the entire of this week. I'm listening to new Kenyan artists or songs I haven't really listened to by Kenyan artists, and I'm pushing that content on my stories, on my Instagram. I'm telling people about it. I'm sharing with people because that's what we need. That's the energy we need to give ourselves. We need to believe in our own content and push it the way we push either
True
Nigerian or European music and all of that. So
True that.
I think that's the energy. Where can people get you on social media?
In all platforms, YouTube, Mayakuze, MAYAKUZZEH, and then IG, Twitter, and all those other Facebook, Adduh Pimpim, ADDUHPIMPIM, one word, and then for Instagram it's Adduh Duches.
Adduh Duches.
Yes.
Adduh Duches. Adduh Pimpim.
Yeah.
Mayakuze.
Mayakuze.
That's
You
where
have
you
to
can
have
get
that home.
Oh, you have to. There's a way you have to say it. Mayakuze.
You need an extra pair of lungs.
Thank you very much for coming to the show. Thank you very much for all the compliments, and thank you very much for acknowledging that actually men need to speak up.
Yeah.
And that's something that's really big. That's something that's really dope. And now we're going to now expand this friendship to another level, because right now there's a conversation that we're having. Understand?
Yeah.
And that's how men work.
Yeah.
Understand? Men don't just talk about other things. We don't hug each other. We support.
We
each
don't
other.
do that.
Don't do that.
Men,
Yeah,
please
we
hug
don't
each
do
other if
Facebook,
you're normal.
Instagram,
Wanakuongei.
find us at Icon Radio KE and www.iconradio.co.ke is where you're going to get our conversation with Adduh
Yeah.
on Tuesday
10.
from 10 a.m. to 12 midday.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of ranting, but thank you for coming through for me,
I don't know,
because
my
the past two segments
man.
you took it over. You made me keep my pettiness. I love you for that. And
Guys, every Tuesday, the Afterthought. Talk to us. Let us know, comment section, and all of that beautiful stuff. Catch up with me. Follow me on Instagram, Dorsila_Ogolla. Thank you for listening in. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug.